Hello, Bacha Party. How are you all? I think you are enjoying your vacation. Yeah? No, na? You are getting bored simply sitting at home. Okay, but when you are simply sitting at home, just look around you. Is there any changes takes place? There may be a changes in your body, in your surrounding, at your home, in the garden, everywhere. You just have to observe your surrounding. Okay, when you start observing your surrounding, you will find that there are some changes which takes place around us. Okay, for example, if you talk about your body only, you may see that the nails may be the nails may be grown, or sometimes you'll find that your hairs they are a little bit longer. Your height may increase, isn't it? Or if you will see around your, if you'll go in a garden, you will see that the some plants started growing, because now at rainy season, grass very greeny grass you are able to see around you. Means there are some changes which takes place around us, but they may be because of the change in their position, their shape, their size, or sometimes their color, or sometimes the physical state, temperature, their composition, structure. Means there are several things which are going around us. Okay, and these changes because of the maybe change in position, shape, anything you can say. Okay, if you'll talk about yourself, till then, if you'll talk about yourself from your childhood to up till now, there are several changes takes place in your body, also in your nature, everything. Yes or no? Same, these changes we are going to study today. Okay, now this is our new topic in the science, that is changes around us. Okay, now in this topic, what we are going to study? Basically, in this chapter, the content of the chapter is, okay, the content of the chapter is the way to bring the changes. There are different ways. For example, by changing the temperature, by heating, by applying pressure, force, or by heating, mixing, stirring, their changes maybe takes place. Okay, but these changes which takes place around us, they may be reversible, they may be irreversible, they may be physical, they may be chemical. There are different types. Okay, now these different types of changes we are going to study one by one. Okay, but before start with the different types of the changes which takes place around us, we are going to discuss. Okay, means the different ways which brings the changes. Okay, now for that, what we are going to do? First thing, if we start, the different changes takes place because of the mixing, stirring. We are start with the mixing of two or more things together can also lead to change. Okay, for example, if you will take a glass of water, in that glass of water if you will put a sugar and stir it well, that sugar will get dissolved into that water. Okay, here no solid crystals of the sugar can be seen in the liquid, and this change is nothing but called as a dissolution. Okay, this is called as a dissolution. Means the water containing a dissolved sugar is called as a solution. Okay, means when you mix the sugar into the water, that water is converted into the solution. Okay, and the crystals which get dissolved into the sugar, this change is called as a dissolution. Means any crystal, any solid when dissolved in the solution, it is nothing but that change is called as a dissolution. Okay, now this solution, according to the substance which get dissolved into the solution, that the dissolved substance, they gives the property of that substance according to the dissolution. For example, suppose the substance which get dissolved into the water very easily, so we can say that that is a highly soluble substance. Okay, if it is partially soluble, means small quantity of the substance is get dissolved into the water, that means it is called as a partially soluble in water. And if it is does not dissolve in a water, that means it is called as that substance is insoluble in water, means according to the solubility of the solution or solubility of the substance into the water, there are different types of solutions, different types of substances. Some are highly soluble, some are partially soluble, and some are insoluble in water. Okay, means when we mix two things together, it brings the change. Okay, when you bring two things together, or you can say that two or more things, if you mix together, the changes takes place. Okay, then if you talk about here, suppose not only sugar. Okay, sometimes you have taken a simply water. In that water, if you have squeezed the lemon, okay, that means that lemon juice, when you put it into the water, it gets dissolved into it. The water taste of the water changes. Okay, it was previously a plain water. When you add sugar, when you add lemon in it, the taste of the water changes, means change takes place. Sometimes if you talk about the color, the color of the water slightly change when you put something in it. Okay, same way, if you want to change anything, for that, suppose by applying force, by applying pressure also, the changes can be takes place. But what is the force? In the term of science, force is nothing but a push or pull. Push or pull. Okay, anything when you push, when you pull anything, that is nothing but you are applying force on it. Means in term of science, we can say that applied push or pull is nothing but a force. Okay, now when you apply force, when you apply pressure on it, that is brings the change into the substance. Okay, for example, suppose one ball is given. One ball, if you have kept, it is if that ball is not in a moving position, it is stationary. When you push it, that ball start rolling. Okay, that means the position of the ball changes. Okay, same way, suppose you have taken a balloon, okay, inflated balloon. In that you have put a air inside it. That the size of the balloon get increased. Okay, means here the size of the balloon changes. But in that balloon, or if you have applied the pressure with the hands on the balloon, the shape of the balloon changes. Here means when you apply pressure, when you insert air inside it, the size of the balloon increases. When that balloon, when you squeeze it, when you apply pressure on that balloon, the shape of the balloon changes. Means inflated balloon can be pressed. When you press inflated balloon with the hand, it changes its shape, it changes its size. Same way, suppose spring given to you. When you push the string, that spring will be compressed, and when you stretch it, it will be expand. Okay, means by applying the pressure on the spring, the shape and the size of the spring also changes. Sponge, squeezing sponge. Okay, if you apply force on the sponge, it will squeeze. Shape of the sponge different. Okay, it will change. Same way, in the morning when you want to brush your teeth, you apply pressure on the toothpaste. That time the shape of the toothpaste is changed. Okay, when you apply force on the toothpaste, the tube of the toothpaste, that paste come out of the tube, and that has its particular shape. Why? Because of the application of the force on it. Okay, if you'll see the balloon changes the shape and size. Squeezing sponge is the another example of the changes by the force and pressure. Okay, now if we'll talk about the changes by heating. Okay, the changes heating, basically heat is nothing but a form of energy. Okay, heat is nothing but a form of energy, and when any object or a substance is heated, its effect in one or other way. For example, certain things, when you apply heat on it, the certain things get hot on it, on heating. Okay, but they do not change their shape. Okay, their way it not change. For example, the pressure cooker in which your mother cook rice. Okay, when she cook rice in a pressure cooker, when she put it on a gas stove, is the shape of the is the shape of that cooker change? No. Same way, when your mother pour hot drink into the cup, okay, tea, yeah, milk, that cup become hot, but the shape of cup will not change. Means here certain things may simply get hot on heating, but there is no other change takes place in that substance. Okay, same way, there are some things which get burned easily after heating. For example, dry grass, or suppose log of wood, or there may be paper, coal. These things, when you heat it for a longer time, it start burning. Okay, it start burning because of the heat applied on it for a longer time. Okay, means because of the hot tea, cup may become hot, or because of the heat, the grass may burn, paper may burn. Okay, means these are the changes caused by the heating. But always burning takes place? No. Okay, sometimes when you apply the heat on it, some may get hot on expanding. For example, if we'll talk about substances like metal, when you heat metal on heating, there is a increase in their size. Okay, the metal gets expand when you heat it. After certain temperature, it start expanding, means the size of the metal increases slightly, not a very huge, no, very slight change in the, means there is a increase in the size, but in a millimeter centimeter. Okay, you not much increase in the size. And when you cool it, when you pour water or something to cool it, that will retain to its own original size. Whatever size it was, it will become the same size of that when you will take out the heat, when you cool it. Okay, means we can say that on heating and cooling, you will find some metals may change their shape. Now the expansion of metal on the heating, and again contraction of metal, again decrease in the revert into the same size, this is the basic property of the metal, and this property is used in a different industries also. Okay, If we'll talk about the blacksmith is preparing a different tools by using a iron. Okay, now to convert that iron into the different shape, the blacksmith first heat the iron at a high temperature, and after the high temperature, when it start melting, it convert it into the different sizes and shape by applying pressure on it. Okay, according to the particular shape that. Okay, now we were discussing about the certain things which get hot on expansion. Or also means certain things get hot or also expand on heating, and for that we were discussing about the blacksmith. The blacksmith to make a way different tools, basically blacksmith also apply the same phenomena, same property of the metal. Okay, now here the blacksmith blacksmith heat the iron blades to fix it into the handle, because maximum tools the blacksmith which prepare it has a wooden body, okay, wooden handle. Now for that it needs to fix the metal blade into that wooden handle. Now for that, to fix it into the wooden handle, what usually blacksmith do? The blacksmith you heat that metal blade, metal rib with heat at the particular temperature, and after the heating, when it expand, it try to fix it into the handle, wooden handle, which is little bit a smaller size than the wooden handle. Okay, it is little bit small size than the wooden handle, and when because of the heat, when it expand, it fix into the wooden handle. Okay, and when it fix into the wooden handle, then he pour a water on it, so that it become cool, and after the cooling, that metal again contract. Okay, means again come to its original position, and because of that it can get tightly fixed into the wooden handle. Okay, means we can say that to make a different tools, digging tools, especially if you talk about, they have a wooden handle. Okay, now to make a basically iron tools, blacksmith use the property of the metal which heat on heating it expand, and on cooling it again contract. Okay, means here we can say that the same property can be used into the wheels of the bullock cart, especially wheels of the bullock cart. If you talk about, the wheels of the bullock cart are made with a wood. Okay, and it has a iron rim which can be fixed around that wooden wheel, so that it can last longer. To last longer, that wooden ring, it is fixed with the iron rim, and for that what it usually do, the farmers basically, or the blacksmith which want to fix that metal rim around the wheel, it start heating that rim, and when it heat that rim, it expand on it, which is a little bit smaller size than the wooden wheel. Okay, when it heated, after that, after heating, it expand, its size increase, and that can be fixed around the wooden frame of the wheel. Okay, when it fixed around the wheel, after that it keep separately, so that after the cooling it can fix around the wooden frame of the wheel. Okay, same thing. Suppose at your home, your mother is not able to open the lid of the tin. Okay, in that situation also, if you little bit warm that, little bit give the warm up that tin, that, and then after that if you try to put the lid back. It can be, you can able to open the lid of that that tin. Okay, same way, if you'll see on a railways, okay, railways, they have the for the railways, the ways, that rails, there is a little bit gap between the two rails. Okay, when it has a rail, there will be little bit gap. Okay, little bit gap into the rails. Why? Because why the gap is left between the rails? Okay, why the gap is basically left between the track. Okay, track of the railway. I am talking about the railway tracks. Okay, if you'll see why, because in a hot temperature, there may be chances of the rail, that track, because it is made by the iron, in a hot temperature, or sometimes when the train pass on it, because of the friction, it may be become hot. And when it become hot, that time it get increase in the size. And when it increase in the size, there should be a little gap, so that after expansion, it will have a space to expand. If there is no gap, what will happen? That railway track will expand, and if there will be no gap, that means that line will bend. If the line will bend, that means the railway track will be spoiled, and because of that, there may be maximum chances of the accident. Okay, because railway, when the railway runs on it, the railway man, he do not know na ki there is a little bit the railway track has a bend on it. Yes or no? So it may be happen, and to avoid that, the railway tracks have a gap between them. Okay, why? Because of this only, after heating, the metal increase in size. Clear, everyone? Okay, now we will discuss about, here we are discuss about the different changes because of the heating, because of the stirring, because of the mixing, because of the applying pressure and all. But the changes this takes place, they are according to the size, they may be reversible or they may be irreversible. But what is a reversible change? The reversible change means a change which can reverse by changing the condition or by removing the cause. Okay, means you can get the change back. Whatever things which were there, you can get that things back as it is. That is called as a reversible change. Okay. Suppose if you'll talk about the folding paper, if ask you to take a paper, fold it into the aeroplane. Okay, you have folded into the aeroplane, you played with the aeroplane, now you got bored. Okay, now again you refold the paper. Okay, that paper, it will be as it is. Okay, the size, shape as it is, little bit folds will be appear on that paper. Okay, but the paper will be paper only. Yes or no? Means you got the paper back, and that is nothing but a reverse. That is the reverse action. You got the paper back. Okay, this is a reversible change. Then if you talk about the rubber band, if you stretch the rubber band, okay, apply the force. When you remove the force, it will again come to its original position. Okay, that means this is nothing but the reversible. Same way, blowing balloon. If you blow the balloon and you have taken the air, again it has its own position. The balloon become as it is. You will get the balloon. Okay, that, or if you blow the flowing field, okay, that is also reverse. After the taking crop, again you have to blow the field. Same as it is, isn't it? Means these are the reversible changes. Means we can say that after removing the cause means you have applied the force. That cause, you have taken out the force. the shape will be as it is, the things will remain as it is. Okay, means by changing the condition or by removing the cause, when the change is reversed, that change is called as a reversible change. Now this reversible change is always temporary. Okay, the conversion of the paper into the paper boat into the aeroplane is a temporary. After that you can again reconvert, yes or no, into the paper. Same way squeezing sponge, when you squeeze the sponge, it will its shape change. When you remove the force from it, it will have its own shape, own position. Okay, that means this is nothing but a reversible change. Okay, means the change which can reverse by changing the condition and removing the cause. Okay, now when you remove the cause or you change the condition, but that change is not reversed. Okay, and that change is called as a irreversible change. That is called as a irreversible change, the change which cannot be reversed even by changing the condition or by removing the cause. That is nothing but a irreversible. Now that irreversible change is permanent. Okay, that irreversible change is permanent. For example, suppose you have grown into the nice handsome young boy or beautiful girl. Okay, this is irreversible. Now you are not again to convert it into the infant baby, isn't it? That is a irreversible. Same way, changing milk into the curd. You have taken a milk. Okay, milk is, then you have put a little bit curd into it. Keep aside. That milk will convert into the curd, or the conversion of milk into the paneer. That is nothing but a irreversible, because that paneer is not at all going to convert back into the milk, isn't it? Same way when plant grow, okay, that from the seed you get the sapling, from the sapling plant grow, plant then tree. Now that tree, is it again going to convert into the saplings? No. That means this is also irreversible change. Okay, rusting iron is also a irreversible change. Rusting iron, because that rusting iron means the iron which was there, it comes into contact with the moisture contained in the air, and because of that iron is converted into the iron oxide. Now after the reprocessing, after the long process, you will get that iron back. Okay, means after the process only. And that's why rusting of iron is called as a irreversible change. For simple example I will give you. Burning of the candle. When you burn the candle, okay, you will get the wax, but not as quantity which was there in the candle when you burn the candle, because that candle has a thread inside it, and that thread get help of that wax and it start burning. Okay, after burning the candle you get the wax back, but you will not get that candle back. Okay, to get that candle back you have to convert that wax into the shape of the candle. Okay, and that's why the burning of the candle is a irreversible change. Okay, but the wax you have with you, and from that wax you want to make a candle. So for that wax, you will just simply heat to melt it. Okay, that is a reversible change. Why? Because after cooling that wax will again solidify after the cooling. Okay, the same amount you will get back. Okay, means melting of the wax I'm talking about the melting of the wax. Melting of the wax is reversible, because after melting it is again solidified, going to solidify after cooling it. Okay, that is a reversible change. But burning of the candle is irreversible change. Okay, same way rusting of the iron is irreversible change. Raw milk you have taken. Raw milk, when you boil that milk, the boiled milk will not be again converted into the raw milk. Okay, that is irreversible change. Clear? Same way if you will talk about the water. Into the water, if you have pour the salt in it, mix it thoroughly. Okay, you will get the solution of salt. Means when you pour a salt into the water, that means that is that change takes place into the water, means the physical shape, the solidified, the crystals of the salt get dissolved into the water. Okay, now here if we'll consider this into reversible and irreversible. To get that salt from the water, you have to evaporate that water, then only you will get the salt back. Okay, and that's why this is also irreversible. Okay, but here that is considered as a physical change. Okay, that will be considered as a physical change. Physical change means the change in which the physical change means in which the physical property of the substances take place. Okay, understood? Now reversible and irreversible clear to you? Now we will start with the physical and chemical changes. Okay, now physical change. Okay, now physical change means a physical property of the substance changes. Okay, now when the physical properties of the substance changes, here new substance will not form. Okay, new substance will not form. For example, there will be only a little bit change in the state. Solid was there, salt, it was converted into the liquid state. Okay, this physical change is a reversible. Okay, this physical change is a reversible. The solution of the water, salt. Okay, when you reheat, then when you evaporate, it will convert into the salt. Okay, that means the conversion of the dissolution of the salt into the salt is a reversible. Understood? Okay, irreversible, reversible, physical change. For the physical change, suppose basically evaporation, then cooling, these are nothing but the example of physical change. For example, suppose ice taken. Okay, when you melt ice, it is converted into the water. Okay, when you freeze water, it will convert into the ice. Physical state change. This is a physical change. Okay, that's why reversible, irreversible, physical and chemical. There are 4 types of changes which takes place around us. Okay, evaporation water, conversion of water into the ice, ice into the water. These are the nothing but a physical changes. Then balloon, you have inflated balloon, blow the balloon into it, air into it, blowing of the balloon, nothing but a physical change. Okay, and when you take out the air, it again reverse, and that's why it is said that physical changes are generally reversible. Okay, understood? Dissolving salt is also reversible. Okay, it is a physical change which is reversible. Okay, same thing if you talk about the paper. Okay, recycling of the paper. In the recycling of the paper, from the paper you are making a boat is a reversible. But when you cut that paper and you have make something, okay, that means that is not a reversible. Okay, that is a physical change. Okay, but that paper, after the reprocessing, it can be again recycled into the new paper, but which is not your previous one, and that's why it is irreversible. Okay, now in the physical, stretching of the rubber band is also the physical. Same way, if you have given a huge plank, and from that plank you have made the furniture. Okay, now that furniture, that wood is going to be as the wood only. It is, if we have prepared, converted into the furniture, its state change, its quality, its property changes. No, wood is wood only. But you have cut it into the different shapes, and according to your wish, you have converted it into the furniture. Okay. Now wood has wood only, it does not change. Same. And that's why it is called as a physical change. But that plant is not at all be going to convert into the big one which was previously with you. Okay. Clear? That is a physical change into that wood. Property will not change. Okay, that is a physical change. Now next change is a chemical change. Okay. Now in a chemical change, the composition or a chemical property of that substance changes. Okay, that means reaction takes place and that property changes. Rusting of the iron. Rusting of the iron, previously it was iron. When it comes in contact with the moisture, oxygen content into the air, it converts into the iron oxide. Okay, means chemical property of the iron changes. Means here a chemical changes are the changes which change the composition and a chemical property of that substance, which cannot be reversed. Means we can say that chemical changes are always irreversible. Chemical changes are always irreversible, but chemical changes occur under the situation, under the suitable conditions only. Clear? If you will keep open iron, that will get rusted. Okay, but simply polish iron, and that's why if you see your grills and all, they are polished and painted. Okay, why? Because it does not come in directly contact with the air moisture and it will not get rust. Okay, same way, burning of the coal, burning of the candle, then burning of the wood, grass, the shape, the chemical property only change. Now it converted into the carbon, ash. Okay, that means burning of the coal, burning of the candle, burning of the wood, grass, paper, these all are considered as the chemical changes. Okay, same way, the ripening of the fruit, ripening of fruity hai. Okay, when it was raw, it tastes different, and when it ripe, it tastes different, it color different, everything. If you talk about the raw mango, it is green in color, but when it is ripe, it convert into the orange color, reddish color, yellow color according to the type of the mango. And when it was raw, it is sour in taste, but after the ripening, when it ripe, after the ripening, it is sweet in taste. Okay, that means this is nothing but a chemical change. Then bursting of the cracker, फटाके आप जो फोड़ते हो वो, bursting of the cracker is nothing but a chemical change. Okay, means in this chapter we have learned about the reversible changes, irreversible changes, chemical changes, physical changes which takes place around us. Now after this, the one basic thing which you have to do is that you have to observe your surrounding and point out the changes which takes place and classify those changes into the whether they are chemical change, whether they are physical change, whether they are irreversible change, or whether they are irreversible change. Here now whatever is there, everything we have done in this chapter, the changes around us. Now here we have completing our chapter. For any queries, if you have any doubt, you can contact me on my personal number. Thoroughly observe this video and try to read these notes on the same topic. I'll give you the assignment and a question bank which you have to solve in your science notebook. Okay, all of you. Bye and have a nice day.